You must kill someone if you want to leave. My mind froze and my breath caught in my throat as I thought about that. I could feel a paralyzing fear slowly making its way through my body, dominating every last nerve. The air hung heavy on me, pressing down like a weight around my neck. It took everything I had just to endure that weight. Chapter 1: To Survive. Daily Life. But for as heavy as the air felt, all it took to pierce it was her sharp words.
So, what are you going to do now? Just stand around and glaring at each other?
Her pointed comment was directed at everyone in the room. It helped pull us back into reality.
Right. She's right. Sometimes even if you're nervous or afraid, you just have to step forward. To forget a simple fact, I can't forgive myself. I'm so ashamed. Please, someone hit me. I can't forgive myself. Someone hit me. Punish me.
Jesus, if you have time to yell about it, you have time to do something about it.
Perhaps, but what is the mission exactly? Idiot. To look for a way out, duh.
And we totally need to find whoever was controlling that stupid bear and beat the hell out of them.
But before we do all that, maybe we should take a look at the It's probably best to check out the school regulations Monokuma mentioned before doing anything.
True, if we stumble around with no clue what the rules are, something like that might happen again.
Shit.
Fine, but let's hurry up and check out the stupid rules already.
Hope's Peak Academy e-handbook, Makoto Naegi. After turning on my e-handbook, the first thing that appeared was my name. So, just like Monokuma said, the owner's name showed up at front and center. Then, from the main menu that popped up, I selected the school regulations icon. Regulations. Students may reside only within the school. Leaving campus is an unacceptable use of time. An itemized list appeared on the screen. It was the school regulations. In other words, the rules being imposed on us all. Students may reside only within the school. Leaving campus is unacceptable use of time. Night time is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution. Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. Violence against the headmaster, Monokuma, is strictly prohibited, as is destruction of surveillance cameras. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. Additional school regulations may be added as necessary. Feeling a slight dizziness, I raised my face up from the screen. As I looked around, I saw the same stormy expression on everyone's faces.
This is bullshit. What the hell kind of rules are these? I'm not gonna let them control me.
Well then, why don't you wander around the school without a care in the world and see what happens? Personally, I would love to see what happens when someone breaks one of the rules.
But if he got punished like that way we saw before, I don't think there's a respawn waiting for him.
Ever since I was a kid, I grew up with my older brother pounding this into my head. When a man makes a promise, he has to keep it, even if it kills him.
So what?
I've made a ton of promises that I still have to keep. That's so what. So I can't afford to die in here.
None of that made much sense to me, but are you saying you'll follow the regulations? Is that it?
Huh? Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey, I have a question. For regulation number 6, what do you think it means exactly?
Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate, unless they are discovered. You're talking about the second half, right? Where it says, unless they are discovered? I was wondering about that myself.
It's saying that if you want to graduate, you have to kill someone without anyone finding out it was you.
But why? Why do we have to do that?
I don't see any reason to worry about it. Just worry about following the rules as they've been explained to us. Frankly, I don't want to hear anything from someone who waits for others to decide what to do for them.
Don't jab at me.
More like a full-on stab.
Well now, let's forget all that silly junk about murderers or whatever. Now that we know the rules, let's start exploring the school.
True, we need to find out where exactly we are. Is there any way out? What about food and supplies? There are tons of questions we need to answer.
Damn straight. Okay, let's all start looking around.
I'll be going alone.
What? Why? That's a pretty stupid idea, don't you think?
Someone here might already have started thinking about murdering one of us. Are you saying we should stand around with them in our midst and make it that much easier for them?
Well, wait, hold on a second. That would never...
Don't bother saying it couldn't happen. You can't deny the possibility. That's why you all seized up with fear when that graduation rule was made clear to you. Am I wrong?
But...
So simply acting in accordance with what I think is best for me.
Hold on. Like hell, I'm gonna let you run off and do whatever you want.
Out of my way, Plankton.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
One tiny bit of plankton drifting across the sea. So minuscule, so insignificant, they couldn't possibly have any kind of influence on the boundless ocean.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Stop it, we shouldn't fight.
The fuck you just say? Some kind of goody-goody little bitch? Who do you think you are talking to me like that? You think you're my fucking dad or something?
No, I wasn't.
Fuck you!
Wham! He punched me, and I flew back in a heap. It was like something straight out of a comic book. I didn't even see the punch coming. It was suddenly right there in my face. One second I was standing there, the next I was soaring through the air. Now that I think about it, maybe I'd kind of forgotten the kind of people I'd been trapped in here with. My common sense had just stopped functioning. Being around all these ultimates had blown my fuses. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised it led to something as absurd as this. But I just lost track of that sense of reality. That was my last thought as consciousness started to fade, before it finally cut out completely. And when I finally opened my eyes again, what I saw was... time unknown. Where am I? As if it had become part of my daily routine, I woke up in yet another room I'd never seen before. Okay, so... where am I now? You now have access to the handbook menu. Additional information.
I wonder if it counts as sleeping somewhere that's not your room. Is he about to get punished?
That depends, I suppose. Do we need a refresher on those rules, or were those clear?
No, but like it's not like he went to sleep somewhere else. He
Oh,
just
he did get knocked out, yeah.
got knocked out, right? But he's technically still not conscious. So where does the school rules draw? I suppose.
I think that's a pretty good question. Let me see if I can save whenever I want. I can. So we're gonna save over this one. All right.
I mean, I
Okay,
think
so
that's
this
just
is
a
his room.
technicality at that point.
Say again.
I think that's just a technicality at that point.
It's some kind of lint roller. I guess we're supposed to clean up after ourselves? Yeah, I think you're right. I can't say too much, obviously, because I played it before. Something to think about.
What's the key for?
It's a notepad.
No, it's not.
I guess the school must have given one to each of us? What's the key for? Let's look.
Yeah, what's the key for?
Oh, you gotta get closer when you talk, though, because everybody can hear you. This must be the key to the room. My name's written on the keychain, which means it must be mine, right? I'd better hang on to it for now. Oh, we got a key. Key get.
Hey, at least it seems you guys have your own rooms.
Well, we'll see. A surveillance camera? I hate the
Right
idea of
above
someone
the
might be
bed.
watching me right now. I'm not allowed to mess with the camera, so I'd better make sure I don't touch it. Kinda creepy.
Pedophilia.
Can you do that thing where yeah, that thing.
So we can look at the plates. There's some kind of metal plate mounted here. What else? Oh, there's drawers. I missed that. It looks like there's something in the drawer. It's a toolkit. Must be brand new. It's still in the shrink wrap. I don't really need it right now, so I'll just leave it here. Okay, so we got tools. Oh, we didn't look at the bed. I guess that's obvious in retrospect. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly strange about the bed.
Definitely check the trash.
Always check the trash. Just an everyday trash can. I don't see any kind of trapdoor or hidden compartments or anything.
Disappointing.
Oh, we got a
A
Monokuma
trapdoor in
coin.
the trash can.
Did we what kind of coin was that?
There's a Monokuma coin, which will be explained in due time. There's a piece of paper hanging on the wall which says, "Announcements from the headmaster Monokuma. Each room's lock has been designed to completely protect against tampering or lockpicking. Remaking an individual room key is quite troublesome, so please make sure not to lose yours. Your room comes furnished with a shower, but please note the water is turned off at nighttime. Also, the bathrooms in the girls' rooms include a lock of their own. Finally, we prepared small gifts for each of you. For the girls, a sewing kit, and for the boys, a tool kit. The sewing kit includes a map of the boys' vital organs. One stab will do the job, girls. For the boys, we believe a strong blow to the head with any of the tools should be ample. Don't think, just feel, and let's all enjoy ourselves."
Sexist.
I probably should have just let Mouse read that. That's pretty creepy.
Wow.
I crumpled up the sheet of paper and threw it in the trash. I was gonna
That
maybe
was
do it. I was gonna
totally
have us do it
sexist.
again, but jeez. Go ahead.
Just really sexist.
That's fair.
Yep.
Some kind of monitor?
And let's be real, like Sakura is definitely not needing a sewing kit.
Hey, that's sexist too.
This would appear to be
No, that's
the
factual.
bathroom. Rattle, rattle. Huh? It's not opening. I guess it's locked.
Because Helio has diarrhea again.
Does the kiwi have open it?
Well, we have the key on us. What? All right, so we're gonna try the toolkit again. It looks like there's something in the drawer. It's a toolkit. It must be brand new, and it's still in the shrink wrap. I don't really need it right now, so I'll just leave it here.
I think it's really interesting to note that the girls' bathrooms come with additional locks. Like, it just seems really weird to me that they'll go through that much to make sure the girls stay like relatively with their private time, maybe.
Uh,
But if,
I
if
mean,
only
like,
the girls have a lock, why is this one locked?
it does seem to be locked.
Are we in a girls' room?
This would appear to be the bathroom? Rattle, rattle. Huh? It's not opening. I guess it's locked.
We also don't know what time it is, I suppose. So it could just be
Well-
that it's past like
nighttime, but they
Yeah.
said the water only shut off at nighttime, not that the bathroom itself was off limits at night.
I like the idea of peeing in a bottle, though.
Or the trash can.
Or the trash can.
All right, so I can't get the paper back out of the trash can that talked about the rules, or the kits or any of that stuff. So that was the amount that we had to go with, I guess.
I'm sure it'll be in the handbook.
Oh, it's a good. I could try that. Review whatever personal belongings you have on you. I've got nothing. Report
Presents.
card. Regulation. Oh, what's the report cards? The ultimate lucky, unlucky student. All right, so we've got some information about each of the students. I happen to know that this isn't super important right at the moment, but we definitely have access to it. So anytime you guys think it might become relevant, which is, as far as I could tell you, just definitely not while we're in the room right this moment, let me know. And then we can review the regulations, which are just the rules here. I don't think it had anything more beyond that. Just the 7. Oh, 7 rules? I thought there were 6 rules. Oh, yeah, they'll add more rules later. Okay, so I think we're done in the room. Is that good for everybody? Anybody have any additional things you want to try?
Can you click that
Well-
thing on top of the the thing that's hanging on the wall next to the bathroom door?
This thing?
Yeah, what was that again?
Monitor?
Did we click that?
Some kind of monitor.
Fair enough.
Did it have a specific time set for nighttime in the rules?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's something like 7, right?
No, it's 10
I think
to
it's
7.
10 to 7.
Let's
10
check.
p.m. to 7 a.m.
10 p.m. to 7 a.m. You guys got it.
Thanks.
All right. I'm going to head out. Looks like this door leads outside. It's locked. Some of the other rooms have locks, huh? I think I'm starting to understand. This room must be... Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. This is my assigned dorm room. Someone must have carried me here after I fell unconscious. So that answers the question. The next question is, what's everyone else up to right now? There's only one way to find out, and that's to get out of here. Okay. Oh, I have to actually... Yeah, I forgot that leaving the area was a different button. I rushed out of the room to meet up with all the others, but there was someone waiting there for me. It was like something out of an old TV show. Wham! Oh, Sayaka? Sorry, are you okay?
I'm fine. I hope you're okay. Sorry about that.
She had an embarrassed smile on her face. I stood up slowly. Are you okay, Sayaka? Are you hurt?
You make it sound worse than it is. I'm completely fine. I know how I look, but I've actually built some pretty good muscle jumping up and down on stage.
That's good then.
But are you okay? You know, from when Mondo hit you?
That's true. I got knocked out right there in front of everyone. I guess I revealed my lack of cool right from the beginning.
Makoto?
Oh, I'm fine. Nothing wrong here.
Oh, that's good. I was kind of worried.
Thanks. By the way, what are you doing here?
Actually, I came to get you.
You came to get me?
Well, if you really are feeling better, I was hoping you could come to the dining hall.
The dining hall?
After you got knocked out, everyone decided to go and do their own thing. We decided it would be more effective if we split up to investigate. So we agreed to get together later on and talk about what we'd each found out.
So, does that mean it's almost time to get back together? If that's what's going on, then of course I'll go with you.
Good. I'll go on ahead and meet you at the dining hall then.
Alright guys, we are free to wiggle around, and now I remember that it doesn't really like to let me use the mouse. I think when you go to this map, usually you see where people are on it. It's super weird right now. And I think you could move around it as well. I don't remember 100% how to do that. I think we could just look at some stuff in the hallway right now, though. If I can get the controls to work. So here's everybody's rooms.
The little chibis are super cute.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like there's some kind of nameplate. The doors themselves all look pretty much the same. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to WSAD it for this. It looks like there's some kind of nameplate. Alright, so we're gonna get the same response from everybody. So I guess let's find out. I'm just gonna check all these rooms and make sure. Let's see here. We're gonna do like a circuit and familiarize ourselves with the area. This is where Hifumi sleeps. That's the large otaku guy. I have to... It's not all jittery because I'm the worst at this, although I am. The controls are super weird. And this is where Yasuhiro is. Okay, so talking to the doors doesn't seem to be doing much. We've got Leon, so it looks like all the boys are kind of in a row here. Sakura, I guess, never mind.
All the boys.
All the boys.
Aoi. Celeste. Chihiro. Toko. Junko. Byakuya. Sayaka. Mondo. Makoto. And then at the end we have Kiyotaka and Kyoko. So that's that area. Let's see here. I'm gonna get used to these controls eventually. So that's all the
Is
people.
there any significance to the order?
Not that I can tell from now.
It doesn't seem to be any pattern that I'm familiar with.
I don't see any, like, it's not alphabetic, it's not all boys or all girls, it's not the... Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any discernible pattern. You can't even say it's like from the smartest to the dumbest or anything like that.
So questions like that I probably will stop answering at this point. We can explore a little bit more, but I think it'll make more sense to do that after we go to the dining hall.
I think questions like that is more like, you know, open discussion, right, amongst the rest of us.
This must be the dormitory dining hall.
It looks pretty clean, so that's good. I guess that's really not important right now, with us being prisoners here and all.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody was there waiting for us. We don't really have much choice. I guess we should just wait here for now.
Okay, let's just wait here.
Huh? You heard that?
Like I said, I'm psychic. Come on, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition.
Is it really just intuition?
By the way, Makoto.
Huh? What is it?
Well, it's just... I know this is kind of... But...
No, you read the whole thing.
I know this is kind of continuing the self-introduction thing, but I wanted to ask you something.
So we can, I believe the idea is that we explore one of these topics more in depth. So which do you guys want to explore more in depth? Continuing the self-introduction thing, or wanted to ask you something? One or two?
Two.
Two.
Two it is. What did you want to ask me?
Makoto, did you happen to go to Blackroot Junior High? Were you maybe in class 2?
Yeah, actually, I was.
I knew it! I went there too! I was in class 4 though. Do you remember me?
Do I remember? Even back in middle school, she was a celebrity with all kinds of ultimates surrounding her. How could I forget? Almost as surprising as her question was, that she remembered me. We never even talked to each other, but somehow she still knew who I was.
Hey, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm just surprised is all. I wouldn't have thought you'd remember me.
We went to the same school for 3 years. Of course I remember.
Well, that's true, but there were lots of students in our grade, right? Plus, I've never been the type of person to ever really stand out. I'm average at everything, and all my hobbies are totally normal. Even normal would call me boring.
What are you talking about? You're so strange.
Strange? That's... She started giggling even louder. That somehow mysterious smile of hers made my heart grow calmer. Her smile was the nicest smile I'd ever seen.
Anyway, I'm really glad that I know somebody here. Talking to you has made me feel a lot better about all this. You're amazing, Makoto.
No, I'm really not. I'm nothing at all compared to all of you ultimates.
But you're the one that helped me find my courage again. None of those ultimate students.
Thank you for saying that.
And to thank you for helping me out, I'm going to become your ultimate assistant.
Huh? My assistant?
Yep, I'm your assistant now. I'm going to help you out as much as I can, so let's get out of here together.
When she says things like that, it just gets me pumped up. Which is nice, but still, everyone else is late. Besides that, I don't even know what time it is right now. There must be a clock around here somewhere. And so we began our long quest for a clock, guys. Anybody see a clock in here?
Right there.
No.
On the wall?
Super obvious one?
On the wall.
Okay. So what time is it right now? Oh, it's 7 o'clock at night?
You were unconscious for a pretty long time.
I see. Without being able to look out a window, I've lost all sense of time. If I had to stay in this place for too long, I might just go crazy.
I can't believe no one's here yet, but I'm sure they'll start showing up soon.
Almost like he'd timed it. Taka threw up in the dining hall doors right as Sayaka said that.
Great intuition.
Ah, Makoto, Sayaka. So you two got here first, huh? Too bad. I was sure I'd beat everyone else here. I guess that just means I don't have enough fighting spirit yet. Well, I won't give up. Next time, I swear I'll win no matter what it takes. Justice shall always prevail.
That's a bit much, don't you think?
And soon after that, everyone else came strolling in, one after another. After a few minutes, everyone had gathered in the dining hall.
Okay, it looks like everyone's here. Time to start the meeting. Let's all go around and share what we found out during our respective investigations. The sooner we find out what's going on, the sooner we'll get out of here.
Wait, hold on a sec.
What's wrong?
What about, what's her name? You know, the silver-haired girl? Oh. Oh yeah, Kyoko.
What about her?
She's not here.
What?
I took another look around the dining hall. Sure enough, she was nowhere to be seen.
I wonder where she went. Has anyone seen her?
But everyone just shook their heads.
Wait, so nobody's seen?
Why hasn't Kyoko shown up yet? Could it be because...
Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting, how you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that. The rest is up to you. Give it your all to achieve the best outcome in the worst way possible.
Is it possible? Was she really... No, I'm just overthinking things.
Darn it, Kyoko. You're really going to be late like this on the first day of school? Not only is she late, she didn't tell anyone she would be late, a most unbecoming personality trait.
You're just being a real jackass right now, you know that?
Well, what do you want me to do? Punctuality is everything. Now then, I declare that the first session of the Hope's Peak Academy briefing meetings has begun.
Makoto, actually, first of all, I've talked enough. Maybe we should listen to what everyone else has to say.
Okay, let's do that.
You know.
Huh? What's up?
I feel like I really have become your personal assistant. Don't you agree? I may not be the best assistant in the world, but I'll give it everything I've got.
No, you've already done so much as my assistant. I'm gonna go left to right, guys.
Am I the only one who's just paying attention to the fact that there is, in fact, windows here?
Oh, there are windows. Yeah, that's
Big
true.
windows. Big window-tations.
Huh. Interesting.
Yep.
Oh. Alright. Oh, so... Wait.
Huh, and they're not painted on. That's what I thought.
Can I
was
only
at
talk to
first.
her? That's weird. I thought we were going to talk to everybody, but it doesn't want me to do it. Alright, what can I do? There's something behind her. Well, there's the monitor. Let's do the monitor. It's a TV. Right now, it's just showing the school crest. Even so, it makes me feel uneasy. Ugh. I don't think I should leave right now. The atmosphere is unpleasant. Now, what else? Oh, the camera. I could check the camera again. I think these get pretty boring pretty quickly. A surveillance camera. I hate the idea that someone might be watching me right now. I have to keep it in mind that it's against school regulations to mess with any of the cameras. As much as it gets on my nerves, I'd better leave it alone. Hey, a Monokuma coin.
Okay, so since you're in the dark about all this, let me lay out what's been going on. Everyone split up to investigate different parts of the building, but Byaka and Taka each went off on their own, and so did Kyoko.
Do we want to look at Byakuya or Taka? One or two?
Two.
One?
One.
One.
I don't know.
Get a lot of ones.
We're getting a lot of ones.
Ones it is.
I wanted to try and find some clue as to who's responsible for imprisoning us here. But unfortunately, I made no such discoveries. That's all from me.
Oh, helpful.
Really? That's it?
If I'd uncovered anything, naturally I would have more to say. But I didn't, so I don't.
Right. Understood.
So look at Taka.
I spent some time looking around the dormitory, and there I made the discovery of the century. I found that there was exactly one room for each person.
Well, yeah, I figured that out before anything else.
Each door already has a nameplate on it, so I guess all the rooms have been assigned already. And each room key was attached to a keychain with the owner's name precision etched into it.
Which confirms that the room I was in earlier is in fact my room.
And Chihiro and I found out that all the rooms are totally soundproof.
Your next door neighbor could scream their lungs out, and you wouldn't hear a thing.
Well, each room also had a private bathroom, which could also lock.
But it looked like there were only locks on the bathrooms in the girls' dorms.
Huh? But when I checked my bathroom door before, it definitely seemed like it was locked. That's weird. I should double check that later.
Okay, so they got a bunch of rooms ready for us. They're assuming we're gonna be here a while.
Well, better to have that than not. Better to have than have not. At least we don't have to worry about surviving like wild animals.
That can't be all you have to report, can it, Mr. Honorist?
That's all for my report. Let's move on to whoever's next.
So far that's everybody, I think, right? So let's see if she has anything to say after that. Alright, I think I could just keep going from here.
It looks like Leon, Hiro, Junko, and Chihiro all grouped up together.
Well, that's pretty easy. Let's see what they have to say about that.
Sorry. We went all up and down the school, double checking the windows in all the hallways and classes. We wanted to see if we could get any of those metal plates to come off. And what happened was...
Nothing. Not a damn thing. We couldn't get a single one to budge even a little bit.
There wasn't any hope of escape anywhere. The school really has been totally cut off.
This sucks. It really sucks. It sucks. What the hell are we gonna do?
God damn, calm down. You're starting to make me nervous. Alright, let's see what she has to say after that.
The same goes for Hina, Sakura, and Mondo. Celeste, Toko, and Mufi were left over, so they joined up.
Alright, let's see what she has to say about Hina.
We thought maybe we could find some way to communicate with the outside, so we went looking all over. But we didn't find a thing, sorry.
I went back to the main hall thinking maybe we could do something about that giant hunk of metal. But even with Sakura and me both, it wouldn't budge. We hit it with desks and chairs and nothing. It was hard as, like, metal.
Well, yes, it is metal.
Anyway, if we're gonna get out of here, it's not gonna be through there.
I feel like I could just cry, but I have to hold it in. I have to manage my hydration.
I shall tell you what happened next. It has nothing to do with communicating with the outside world, but it's still worth worrying about. In both the school and dorms area, there was a set of stairs leading up to another floor.
But there were gates there, and we couldn't find any way to open them, so we couldn't check it out.
In other words, at this point we are only able to search the first floor. We can further assume that there is potentially something above the second floor as well. And if that's the case, there is at least a chance it may lead up to a way out.
Interesting. Let's see what she has to say about group 4. Or 5, I guess.
If I'm being honest, I can't quite say we acted as one. Rather, we did nothing as one. We spent the entire time in the gym. Honestly, we are not exactly the types to go running around a school like a gaggle of junior detectives.
What the hell were you thinking, just sitting around at the gym the whole time?
Well, it's not like any of you invited me along. Nobody said, hey, come with us. I blame you for leaving me out. It's your fault.
Perfect.
If you wanted to go with someone, you should have just said something.
Forget it. Like I'd want to go anywhere with a dirty slut like you.
Oh, damn.
Slut?
Your mind is as thin as your body. You make me sick to my stomach.
I don't even know how to react. How can you say something so awful to someone you just met?
Alright guys, everybody just calm down, okay? All the stress is bad for your skin, you know.
Yeah, it sounds like you two are so close now, you're fighting like sisters.
I don't think that's what's going on, Sayaka.
So that's what they have to say, huh? Then I guess I'm the only one left.
That intuition, huh?
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow, Kitty, I didn't mean it.
It's okay.
I went and had a look around the dining hall. I found a fridge in the back of the kitchen, and it was overflowing with all kinds of stuff. I guess you don't have to worry about food, at least.
Sure for now. But even with all that, there are 15 of us. How long can the food last?
You could just eat sesame seeds or something.
What am I, a parakeet?
I don't think we have to worry about it. All the food gets restocked automatically each day. At least, that's what Monokuma said.
You saw him?
Yeah, he came out of nowhere while I was checking the fridge, told me that, then disappeared again. He was so fast, I can't believe someone could have been moving around him with a remote control.
A weaponized toy that can just appear from nowhere? I can't tell if we're supposed to be afraid or not.
But was everything okay? He didn't try to, like, eat you or anything?
Eat her? What do you mean by that? I mean, when you say eat, what kind of eating are we talking about?
Come on, man.
What the hell, fatty? You're acting like some kind of sleazy drunk dude.
Not like there's a good kind of drunk dude.
Hey, stop screwing around, all of you! Are you still asleep or something? We're prisoners here. We could all just die any second.
She's right. We can't be making stupid jokes right now. We gotta do something, or...
A voice cut through the noise, interrupting Mondo. This'll be Kyoko.
You're all spending an awful lot of time yelling and carrying on. Do you really think you can afford to do so? Have none of you accepted the reality of the situation?
Kyoko, where the heck have you been? We already started the meeting without you.
She didn't say a word. Instead, she just dropped a piece of paper on the table. Huh? What's this?
It appears to be a map of Hope's Peak Academy.
A map?
What the? Where did you find this?
It doesn't matter where I found it.
It does matter. You're really freaking us out right now.
Never mind that. What's it mean? Just look at it. The building we're in right now is laid out in precisely the same way as Hope's Peak Academy.
So what you're saying is, this really is Hope's Peak Academy.
Well, in terms of its construction, yes. But it looks like it's had a number of strange renovations done to it.
Renovations?
I don't know all the details yet. All I found was a detail about the first floor.
But then, this really is Hope's Peak. We didn't get kidnapped and taken to some other place.
So stupid, it's not even possible. This is where the country's future elite are supposed to come and learn.
But if this really is Hope's Peak, where are all the other students?
Hey, come on, guys. Let's stop talking about all this. You know, negative stuff.
But aren't you worried? Things don't look good.
Worried? What's there to be worried about? I mean, this was all planned out, right? The people in charge of Hope's Peak put this all together, right? Man, if I got stressed every time something like this happened, I'd have ectoplasm shooting out of my mouth. Good things come to those who wait, right? So we're just gonna chill and everything will work itself out.
Why are you laughing? What's so funny?
I'm just happy, that's all. It seems splitting up to investigate was a good idea after all.
Haven't you been listening? Looking around was a total waste of time. We didn't find a way out. Didn't find out who's behind this. We still have no idea what's going on.
Huh? Is it not crystal clear to you what is going on? It's perfectly obvious that we have been imprisoned in some secret location with no way out.
None of us had any response to that. We didn't want to accept that reality, but it was staring us right in the face.
You didn't have to go and say that. I was trying not to think about it. No way out. We're trapped in here. What are we supposed to do?
It's very simple. If you want to leave, you just have to kill.
Don't even joke about that.
Everyone just calm down, please. We need to stop and think about what to do from here.
There's gotta be something we can do.
All we can do is adapt. Adapt to living our lives here from now on.
Live here? Are you saying we should just accept it?
A lack of adaptability is a lack of survivability. Survival is not based on who is the strongest or the smartest. It comes down to who can adapt. As someone who has come out on top more than once, I have a suggestion.
Huh? What do you mean?
We all understand that we are trapped here, which means we'll be spending the night. However, you all remember the rule regarding nighttime, right?
Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution. Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly.
So regarding this nighttime, I think we need to add a rule of our own.
What do you mean?
Going out at nighttime should be prohibited altogether. The school regulations do not actually tell us not to go out at night. I would like to make it official.
But why?
The way things are now, every time night comes, we will all start to get worried and anxious. We will all be afraid someone might try and come kill us. What? If we have to worry about that night after night for who knows how long, it'll wear us down in no time.
So you're suggesting we limit our activity at night as a kind of preventative measure.
However, unlike the other rules, nobody can be forced to comply. We all have to agree to follow it.
I see what you mean, but I think I can agree to that. It's like the little goth Lolita said. Without something like that, we're just gonna
On
get...
behalf of all men here, I agree to comply.
Hey, you can't just decide to speak for us.
So everyone is in agreement? Good. Then, if you'll excuse me...
Huh? Wait, where are you going?
It is almost nighttime. I want to take a shower before it arrives. So, goodbye.
Moving with pure elegance, Celeste left the dining hall. Her behavior seemed so natural, I couldn't imagine anyone even trying to stop her. So I guess it's pretty obvious where we go from here. We'll be spending the night, it looks like.
Adaptability. So, Mr. Chairman, what's next? One person's already left.
Well then, what say we call an end to today's meeting? Like you said, it's almost nighttime anyway. We can reconvene first thing tomorrow morning.
Do we really have to stay the night here?
We don't have a choice. We can't go for long without getting some sleep.
So we just have to give up.
That's all fine and good for today, but what do we do tomorrow?
Our only option is to split up and look around again, and let everyone know if we find anything.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that.
Then we're done for today? Good. I'm exhausted.
With heavy movements, everyone headed off to their private rooms.
Makoto, are you ready to call it a day?
Yeah, let's go.
What about dinner?
I know, right?
Yeah, food.
Also, yeah, sorry, Kitty. The dog just decided to step on the keyboard partway through
That's
your
fine.
line.
That's fine.
Yeah, it wasn't us. It was Aubrey Beardsley.
So
So,
after the
I have-
Crispies.
I have a like discussion question.
Sure,
Like,
let's hear it. This is a good point to stop and
do
talk.
do we think that they only can sleep in their own rooms?
I don't think that was specified. From my point of view, I
Yeah,
think
it
everyone
wasn't
can sleep in
specified.
anyone's room.
Well,
Mm.
it technically didn't specify what areas are off limits at night.
Yeah, it
Also
just
true.
said sleeping in the dormitory, so I think it's as long as you're in one of the rooms. I don't think it matters.
I'm gonna
Right.
sleep
So
with you.
technically, we could all like pile in together, right?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
what would prevent any? Like, if you couldn't sleep in other people's rooms, then there would be no fucking in this game. Come on.
Right. Here's what we're gonna do.
Wait,
We're gonna say-
Are you saying that there is fucking in this game?
I'm making no suggestions one way or the other about the amount of fucking that may or may not be in this game.
I'm sleeping with Helio.
It could also be the headmaster trying to mess with everyone and that the dorm rooms are off limits at nighttime.
Could be.
Make it safe to stay awake till you go crazy.
So I want to throw out another discussion point I'm gonna call out something. I think Sayaka's in on this somehow. I don't trust her. Just
Yeah,
something
she
about
was
the conversation.
really quick to get with the main person of the.
Hmm.
Who was
Yeah.
Sayaka again?
Pop
The
gun.
The
pop star.
personal assistant lady, the one who's just like, yeah, let's be best friends.
Well,
And
I'm
this,
just
and
definitely
you
in
taught
on it.
middle school.
I don't know if she's necessarily in on it, but she's definitely trying to manipulate the main character in one way or another.
That's
Yeah,
because I'm
I
I
sleeping
think
with
Yeah.
you.
it is.
Those
I'm
eyes
calling
as
that.
well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I,
she's
I,
a
Tasha
little
just wants to be in
peppy.
charge.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's like behind Monokuma, but I think it's like Sawtooth where she's like in on it in some way.
haven't seen any of the sauce.
Oh, okay.
People die, basically.
They're
Yeah.
dumb. They're
They
so
are dumb.
dumb.
The first one
Okay.
was revolutionary because it was a group of people who like wanted to make a movie with an extremely small budget, right? Following that, it just became a fad, really. I
Yeah.
just want to throw out real quick. One of my favorite quotes of all time is from Charles Darwin, and it is not the strongest nor the smartest of a species, but the one most adaptable to change that survives.
Seems
I
to
want to
be,
throw that one out there because I
applicable.
love that. Yeah. I love that they referenced it.
I have a. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can answer this or would be willing to answer this, Helio. But is anything that happens set in stone? Like, or are there different endings?
I would probably not answer that question at this point.
I asked Helio
Fair
last
enough.
week and he wouldn't say anything.
Right, because like if people are gonna die, like is it gonna be based upon our choices, or like are we gonna like fight over who does?
I think we will come to general consensus in general. Right?
Yeah, anytime we have a choice to make, we'll put it up to the group.
What do you guys think is actually like going on here? You really think
I
that,
feel like this is some kind of Survivor Island shit. Like I'm like, can we start voting people off?
I'm surprised no one tried to break the windows in the
they did?
cafe or the.
Oh yeah,
They
the
did?
dining-
Yeah, that's
Oh,
really
yeah.
weird. Like considering that there aren't supposed to be any windows at all.
I really wish we could have clicked on them.
Were they not clickable?
I don't know, but I think we went into conversation and then that conversation just made us leave before, like after, like basically I realized too late is what I'm saying. Or I mentioned it too late at the very least.
I wonder if it's just like some kind of courtyard. But I mean, again, that would still be the outside, and they could get out and potentially climb over the.
Yeah, unless there's like, fucking machine guns covering the sides out there as well.
Which wouldn't be surprising, honestly.
I mean, that's what it looked like. If a full sentry turrets were just like
Hmm.
covering the entry hole, right? So why wouldn't they be like if we're even allowed outside?
True. But why
But
would you even need the sentry guns when you have that giant vault door?
Yeah, the giant vault door is pretty weird.
I feel like it would be there to protect the cameras.
Yeah.
Do we
Really?
think that? I mean, do we think that this is really the academy, or do we think it's like some kind of like weird, like parallel kind
That's
of thing? Like
very
maybe we
difficult
got
to answer.
transported.
I think it's the real thing.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Yeah.
Because but like she asked, where was everybody else if it was the real thing? Like, how would
Yeah.
nobody have, noticed people dying or not ever returning?
I, my point is that my understanding was that the academy was in the city. So how you pull off a building with like windows that are covered with metal plates in the city.
Maybe it's only covered on the inside and on the outside it looks normal.
I suppose.
Yeah, stick a nice photo on the other side.
Yeah.
Could be.
But my thing is this like a brand new academy? Like, are they the first ones to ever like come to it, quote unquote?
No.
Okay, so like if it is the real academy, where is everybody else, and why does the real world not question where those people are?
I
They
mean,
ate
the
each
rest are
other.
probably dead. If they've all killed each other and the last one gets found out, they don't get to graduate.
No, but Val is making a fine point because this academy has an incredibly high reputation, right? A really strong reputation to produce some of the best of the best, and only the best of the best go there.
Mhm.
If like 12 of the best all of a sudden disappeared, there would be like,
Or
Yeah, like,
go
where's my sister?
overseas to
Where'd she go?
yeah, no, but even overseas, it would be a lot, and especially if this like we're assuming that there was only one class before. What if there was like 30 classes before? How many lies are you gonna keep up consistently with those family, right?
maybe
Yeah, like what
Monokuma
about all
can-
the families?
Maybe Monokuma can make like robot versions of these people and pretend to be them.
Oh wow, that seems like the likely solution
I mean,
here.
this doesn't seem like a classic game.
I don't know. It's a good question, Val. I agree. I don't know what we're thinking here. It could be an alternate dimension, or it could be like that we've been kidnapped and moved away, and yeah,
An
like,
ultimate illusion.
maybe
Wow.
we're all super high on drugs.
I know, right? Knee slap.
In reality, it's just Makoto dreaming because he's like super drugged up.
Oh my god, yes.
None of
Like
this
he
is
just
real.
got knocked out in the first day of school. Like that really happened, and this is all a dream.
This is a Inception basically going on.
Right.
Oh
Hey, now
my
we don't
God.
have to feel bad about people dying. This is just a dream. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So speculation time.
Uh huh.
Who do you think survives the end?
All of us. That's what we're gonna work towards, obviously, right? No one's gonna
Yeah.
try and kill each other. We're gonna find a way out.
You think we're all gonna get out of this?
Why not? Are you gonna try and kill someone, Val?
I have fucking no clue. I
That's
have
fair,
a
considering your
reclusive
characters.
writer that seems to have self-esteem issues, and then I have a shy little hacker. Like, oh, maybe I get to try to hack into like the systems or something.
Ooh.
Hey, there's no rules. You can't do it.
Well, I'm not allowed to mess with the cameras.
I'm pretty sure that there's definitely some characters that seem a lot more capable of committing murder and getting away with it, notably, than others.
Mm.
So like,
Yeah.
there are definitely some of the characters that are way more capable of murder, like taking Mundo or Sakura.
Well, see, I think Mondo's capable of murder, but I don't think he's capable of getting away with it without being found
exactly,
out.
exactly my point. Right?
But
Yeah,
like,
I think he'd be like,
Celeste would be able to sneak her way out of it. Like she's already made one rule. Who says she's not gonna make a lot of rules that's gonna benefit her?
She's extremely manipulative, manipulative, and
well,
as
and
long
she
as she
obviously has a
understands-
poker face, being the gambler.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
for sure. I like that character a lot.
Mm. She's very interesting.
Who do you think is going to die first? If you had to put money down right now, this is a betting
Um,
option. Who takes the bullet first? Who
I
bites the
think
dust?
Biaka.
Oh shit, me?
I
Yeah. I just think he's like
honest.
making enemies left and right, so everyone's gonna like.
I don't know,
But it
cause
makes him
like
also be the perfect villain, or the classic villain guy. So he's not usually the first one you kill off.
That's true.
He doesn't seem very apathetic, so he also seems capable.
I kind of feel like the honor student dude, or my shy chick.
See,
I mean, unless
I'm,
I feel like she looks really easy to pick.
I'm like 99% sure that it's not going to be honor student. For the simple fact that Helio would not allow the honor student to be in a separate group by themselves by someone voice acting if he was going to bite the bullet first.
Wait, what?
So
No,
we've
it's
all been
Peter, right? Wait, am I thinking of the
it's
wrong
Sean.
person?
No, that's
Yeah, you're
Sean.
thinking of Sean.
That's Sean. That's Sean. Is he?
Uh,
What? I don't understand. Wait.
Sean only has one character, and that's Mr. Honor Student,
We'll be
intense homie.
Yep.
You only have one character?
Yep.
He got one of the he thankfully grabbed one of the characters from my group, so I didn't have to
Oh.
do 3 voices.
I did not realize that. I don't know. Wait.
I was really
guess
careful
you're right.
about the
I was
groups.
so
and how I split those
confused.
groups up. It's fine.
Multiple
It'll be
voices,
fine.
so it works.
What are you
Could just mean
confused about, Val?
Helio
Ask
doesn't
away.
like me and wants me to get killed off first.
I don't know. I guess I just
That's
I
a
guess
fair
I
point.
just didn't realize that he only had one. Wait, because Peter's Mondo and
Yoshiro.
The psychic guy.
Yeah, the
What
psychic
So-
with the crazy hair.
oh right, and then Helio's the other three. Gotcha.
I wouldn't spend too much time trying to figure it out from a meta perspective because I was very careful with how I put these guys together to not spoil anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were just taking bets.
So it's 3:01 now. We can either save and stop here, or we can do like a 10-15 minute extension.
It's up to everybody else. I'm good for time, so.
Yeah, I
same
can do
here.
another 10
have
to
no
15
rush.
or so.
Objections?
Yeah, I can do a little bit more.
Okay, so 10-15 minutes tops. I'm gonna pick it up from here. Is this really where I'll be staying for the rest of the foreseeable future? That's right. I should check the bathroom one more time before I go to bed. Only the girls' bathroom should have locks on them, right? Let's see what else I can check. Okay.
Is that as much as you can turn?
Yeah, it's as much as I can turn. It's a really weird angle. All right, let's open it up. Rattle, rattle. It's no use. It really is locked.
Bzzzt, wrong, not locked.
Holy crap.
Jeez, talk about an overreaction. It's like you just saw a ghost or something. Like some kind of robot bear ghost?
What are you doing here?
Makoto Naegi! This is super duper majorly bad! So bad, it's almost magical. Ultra magical, awful attack! In point of fact, I acknowledge that the bathroom in your room has a problem with the door frame.
Wait, so the reason it won't open is because it's locked? The door just doesn't fit?
Didn't you see the notice? What, can't you read? The bathrooms in the boys' rooms don't have locks. A lock on a boys' bathroom? That's kind of pointless, don't you think? Well, it's not that it's pointless, I guess. But I'm no expert on the birds and the bees and all that. Anyway, there's a little trick to opening this particular ill-fitting door. And that's what I'm here to teach you. Okay, ready? So you just gotta turn the doorknob, then lift up a little while you poop. Go ahead, give it a try.
Turn the knob, lift the door up while I pull. When I did that, the door opened without a problem.
See? It opened right up. Isn't that crazy though? Your door is the only one that doesn't fit quite right. You were supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But it looks like you're not lucky at all. Anyway, I suddenly don't feel like being here anymore. Bye.
Hey, wait! Damn it.
Ahem. This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it's officially nighttime. Soon, the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams everyone. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bedbugs bite.
Looks like it's nighttime. We all promised we wouldn't leave our rooms now. All I can do is try to get some sleep. While still mumbling to myself, I collapsed into bed. My eyes closed almost immediately. It's not that I was ready for bed exactly, I was just utterly exhausted. It was as if I'd spent the entire day staring at a TV watching movies. Or like some kind of illusion where I'd been tossed into a made-up fantastical world. Yeah, that feels about right. There's no easy way to just accept a situation we've suddenly been dropped into. So this is how the curtain closed on my first day at Hope's Peak Academy. Soon enough I was asleep. Would it be too much to hope that when I woke up, I'd realize it was all a dream? It's kind of lame as far as endings go, but I'd be fine with that. Actually, that'd be the best.
In any normal school, Mr. Monokuma would be a kind teacher. But when I think about what's coming up, I'm just so full of pride and joy. Our ceremony earlier today was absolutely splendid. Thank you all very much. Remember that you are all students of Hope's Peak Academy and strive to refine your ideas. I swear to you, I will send you all off into a new tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Apparently it's morning, but thanks to the total lack of windows, there's no way of knowing that for sure. Anyway, what should I do now? Maybe I should go find Sayaka, and we could figure out where to go from here together. She did say that she's my assistant now. Okay, it's decided. I'm gonna head to her room. With a newfound determination, I left my room.
Why are we not allowed to go into that damn bathroom? Sorry.
Yeah, it seems really suspicious that his is
we
the
can
one
try.
that's
I
not
didn't
working.
even bother trying this morning.
Wait, we can actually go back into our room?
Yeah, why not?
Oh.
This door doesn't quite fit in the door frame. I'll have to make sure to remember the trick to opening it.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Oh my god.
Apparently he doesn't need to get ready.
Whatevs.
Don't brush his teeth ever.
Let's
Born
see.
suitable.
It's the
So
perfect
we
place
can-
to hide a body.
So Sayaka's...
Never brushes his teeth.
I don't? Okay.
Oh.
Alright. So let's go talk to Tanaka since he's just chilling out here. Or Taka, rather.
Good morning, Makoto.
Good morning.
Yes, morning greetings are quite a delight. Such an energizing way to start the day. Now then, let's make sure we both do our very best throughout the day.
Sure. I wonder if he's always like this. Alright, so the mandate was to go and talk to Sayaka, so let's start there. So she's right next to us. There's a doorbell next to the door. I guess I should just use that.
Hello?
Good morning, Sayaka.
Oh, Makoto, perfect timing.
Huh?
Listen, I have a favor to ask.
A favor?
I was just getting ready to head out. If it's okay, would you like to come with me? Maybe we could talk.
Yeah, sure. Where are you headed?
Oh, I've been thinking that there might be something around here I could use for self-defense.
Self-defense?
Well, I mean, whoever's keeping us here could show up and attack us anytime. You never know.
Whoever trapped us in here. Whoever presented us with the rules for murdering each other. Whoever put us in this insane position. She's right, we never know when they might attack.
So I just want to be able to protect myself no matter what happens.
A weapon to protect herself. Well, now that I think about it, that display case in the gym entry had a bunch of stuff. Maybe.
Oh, the gym? Okay, let's go.
Again?
Like I said, I am psychic. Come on, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I have amazing intuition.
Am I really so easy to predict? Anyway, we should head to the gym. Alright, so we've got teleporties. Alright, so guys, where do you want to go? We'll just do some exploration before we close it out for now, I guess.
Is she like hypnotizing us? Like, what the hell's going on with her? With the flashing?
Maybe.
I'm the best character.
I would
We're
like
the
to
ones
go
who are
and
trying to murder us all.
Maybe.
I would like to go and ring a couple of doorbells. I would like to ring the doorbell of Celeste, and I would like to ring the doorbell of Kyoko.
Where's Celeste? On the right, I guess?
She has big hair.
There we go. I guess this is Celeste's room. I don't really have anything to talk to her about right now. Okay, how about Kyoko? She was at the end, right? I want to say. There we go. This is Kyoko's room. I don't really have anything to talk to her about right now. All right.
Why is honor student
Oh.
dude standing outside of her room?
I think he's just standing in the where we would go to the meeting hall.
Because bound chicka wow wow.
Well, we can go talk to the otaku guy.
The oh,
Hey,
look,
at
there's
that.
Celeste.
There she is. Perfect.
Well, hello. I hope the two of you are having a nice day. Good morning, Celeste. Exchanging such common greetings is somehow strange, given the circumstances and everything.
You know, sometimes you scare me a little.
Well, I'm off. Should we get going?
Yeah.
I think we saw Mifune stand outside right, as well.
Yeah, the
who, me?
otaku dude.
Yeah. Attack a dude. Was that an ice cream room?
Ice cream?
Ice cream?
I think that's a trash,
Oh, trash.
symbol.
Oh, okay.
We're going to the gym, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Good. Then let's get moving.
Doesn't look like it wants us
Now
to
we know where to hide
fuck
the
with the
bodies.
trash.
Her laugh is gonna be a hindrance in the future.
Mr. Naegi and Miss Maizono, where are the two of you heading off to? A man and woman growing closer. Hey, what are you trying to say? Like when two people are stuck in a hostage situation and over the course of the story they fall in love? There's really no other way to express it but to say, how very poetic.
Makoto, do you have any idea what he's talking about?
Nope, I don't have a clue. Alright. So it seems like the game has a pretty clear-cut idea of what it wants us to do. It said that we could teleport, but it doesn't look like we're able to do that right this second. Where is the gym on here?
Is it the one with the underwear?
No.
You sure? Like the swimwear place?
Maybe, yeah. Alright, let's
I
look
think
the map
it's all
up.
the way on the left. We have to go back to like the other part of the map.
Oh,
Yeah,
is there a
I think we're in
second
the
map there?
dormitory, so it has the on the left. There's the icon that I think looks like the school.
This
Is
way?
it meant to be?
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
locked door. Oh, maybe it's not. Hold on, let's try. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Oh.
This is the second
What?
section. Oh, okay, got it. Good job, guys.
Smarty Peens.
Looks like Wolfenstein.
Yeah, pretty much most of the doors are locked for us right now, I think. They want us to just go where we're going, but we can talk to all these people. Toko, together with those other two? Quite a combination.
What do you want? You look like you have something to say.
No, I was just thinking that you three make a pretty unique team.
Let me make this perfectly clear. Me hanging out with two people who have muscles with their brains is not by choice.
Wow, that was super mean. Yesterday you were complaining about how nobody invited you. That's the only reason I asked you to come with us.
I never asked you to do that. Stop trying to drag me farther into your meat dimension.
Jeez, I can't believe she just ran off. You think we should go after her?
We shouldn't pressure her any further.
Oh yeah, good point.
They're like water and oil anyway. It'd be weird if they did get along. Alright, so I don't know if this continues that conversation or not.
Well, look who it is. Sup, guys?
What are you up to?
We're picking up where we left off yesterday. I'm really hoping we find something today. If we do, I'll be sure to let everyone know ASAP.
We have to find some way out of here, no matter what.
And that's why you went with Hina and Toko.
Well, Hina's the one that invited Toko. I have trouble talking to people directly.
Understandable. Alright, so we're gonna go right up to where the gym is, guys, but we're not gonna go in and we're gonna save it there because unless you guys want to do another section, unfortunately, we didn't quite get to where I wanted us to get to.